Shanti, and a very good morning on Sunday, the 9th of May, from Aberdeen.Hindu Temple, Stonywood. We have just gone through the elections here in this country, and there have been those who have experienced victory and those who have experienced defeat. And that is how the drama works, you know. But having victory, what is the foundation of having victory? And here I'm speaking more from a spiritual perspective rather than from a party perspective or a worldly perspective. But from a spiritual perspective, what is the basis? And so victory, or the foundation for victory, is built on faith. So victory in my spiritual life is based on faith. And this faith needs to be unshakable, because on my journey from one space, from a worldly point of view to a spiritual victory point of view, I need to have stability, I need to have direction, and I have to be unshakable. In worldly ways, the stage depends on the situation. But if the situation is bigger than myself, my own stage, then my stage will fluctuate according to the situation. And in today's world, which means that if I give all my power to the situations, to the world around me, the situation will be more powerful than I am. Whereas from a spiritual perspective, if I want to become powerful, if I want to have strength and resilience, then I need to harness the power inside myself. So there might be times when money and position and cars and fame will not be enough to help me through a situation. But where I have to depend, or I have to trust my own inner power, my own inner resilience, my own inner state to actually go through a situation. And a faith has got many different facets to it. But faith is the foundation. And the foundation in spiritual faith is based on love. On love of the Supreme, on love for the self, and on love for humanity, for those around me, for my family, and for humanity at last, in the big scale. So love is the foundation. And so when I am in that stage where I have faith in myself, I have faith in God, I have faith in God, I have faith in myself, position that I can let others go ahead of me. You first, not me first. And I can let go of desires. Desire to be in the first. When I was training others to do maybe difficult procedures, I was actually allowing them to go first. But as I was training them, what I learned, which means that by having humility and generosity, and by allowing others to develop freely, I also grow and I also become. But in that becoming, I have to detach myself from my. It is that gratitude, that love, or that I actually entrust in others that will reflect back on me, and I will move forward because others will put me forward. So at the basis is a form of generosity, and that generosity will be reflected on me. And so in spirituality, one understands that nothing is lost. Whatever I give will, and it is of benefit, will bring benefit to others as well. And so faith in God, in the Supreme, faith in myself, understanding who I am and what I am. I'm a child of the Supreme in this world. I'm here to benefit others. And by benefiting others, I know that I create a situation, I create an atmosphere where others can thrive, and therefore I will thrive. And so to have that love, because that love will make me unshakable. Situations around me will happen, and there might be a time when many situations will happen one after the other, and a whole house of cards will fall to bits. And yet, my love, my connection with the Supreme will have the effect that it will give hope and trust to those around me. They will become strong. I'm strong. And together in unity, without wanting to be me first, but you first, us together, united. And therefore, to have that connection with the Supreme gives me that security that I'm not alone. Because the moment I think that I'm alone, I actually start to depend on the situation. Is it favorable? Is it unfavorable? And if I actually see even unfavorable or favorable situations as a game, as a training ground, where I actually can learn on how to respond to situations. If I stay close to my values, if I stay close to who I am, then success is guaranteed. Like, for example, there was a situation at work, and somebody unfortunately is leaving us, and it is a little bit of a loss. And there was a moment when it was easy to feel a little bit irritated, annoyed, you know. It's not very helpful now to leave us and to move somewhere else. Okay. But then once you actually connect with the Supreme, once you take stock from the Supreme and you become peaceful inside and you start seeing the bigger picture, then I realized that life is like a journey. Say a train journey from London to Aberdeen. And I go onto the train in London, and so do many others. But some will go off in Milton Keynes, some in Doncaster or York, and others will come into the train during that journey. And some will even go as far as Dundee or maybe Stonehaven, but they will not reach Aberdeen. But my journey is from London to Aberdeen. And so I have to understand that those who join my journey in that train of life for a period of time, who come with me and to help me, and those with whom I interact and to give positive aspects to my life are actually very valuable. They are my companions on the way. And so that allows me, that awareness allows me to stay detached, to stay in self-awareness and in self-respect. And as I stay in self-awareness and self-respect, I also respect others. I allow them to come into the train at one stage and leave whenever they feel they have to leave. It allows me to stay contributed and to move on. And this is life. We are on a journey, and the important thing is reaching the destination, but the journey is also important. Because it is on the journey that we learn. It is on the journey that we become. It's like the story of Oz, of the Wizard of Oz. Well, the Tin Man, he got a brain on that journey. The Escargot got a heart. And the Lion got courage. And when they reached at the end of the yellow brick road, they realized that the Wizard of Oz, that they thought was so amazing, was just a little man behind the big machine. And yet, on that journey, they grew and they developed. And so the journey of life is also the journey of becoming. And so to have courage, but to have humility and generosity, these two things go together. To allow others to express themselves and to live life as they need to live life. And all of that allows us to become creative on our journey and to see the options and opportunities. And while doing so, we experience that love that we initially experienced from the Supreme, that we have actually allowed to light up as a flame inside ourselves, and that eventually is also felt by those around us. And the situations start to come into harmony around us. Like, for example, if you there's an experiment where you take, 50 metronomes. There are these machines that go tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, they give a rhythm. They use the music to keep a rhythm. And so you start them all up, and you start them all at a different rhythm. After some time, all the metronomes will start to move in synchrony, in the same rhythm. Yeah, all the 50 that were dysregulated. And so what it means that it requires a mind that is powerful enough, a mind that is loving enough, a mind that is filled with the power of God's light and love and support. Because that soul will be full. And that soul will not be lacking anything. And that soul will be able to express that love and will be able to share that love, to share that knowledge, to share the goodness with others. And unity and harmony will happen around. Now, this is also something that we can apply in our houses, in our homes, with those that are close to us. to really allow them to develop and to move ahead, but to allow them to stay united. And the gel that keeps us united is the gel of love, the gel of generosity, of humility, of peace and benefit. Place of peace and calm inside yourself, no matter what the situation is around you. But pay attention to sit comfortably wherever you are, no matter what. Submerge everything around you into nothingness. Don't give any attention to the things that are happening around you, but focus and pay attention. Take a nice deep breath and feel how the air is going up your nostrils, up to your front, to your crown, and just feel how the air that you're sucking in just goes down your spine and down to the roots. And as you breathe out, as it gets released out into the world. Do it once again. Take a nice deep breath. Feel the sensation of the air going through your nostrils, up the root of your nose, up your front, over the crown, down the spine on your in-breath, delivering all that air everywhere. And as you breathe out, allow it to move forward and out. Now connect with your soul, the being of light in the center of your forehead, the diamond, the eternal one, the light, the life force that you have. Take a nice deep breath. And as you breathe out, relax even more. Be aware of the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Spirit, the being of light, the universal power beyond this world, shining His light on you. And now make that connection with Supreme, with Baba, Shiv Baba, the Supreme Soul, your Father, your Teacher, your Satguru, the being from beyond this world, the one who never takes a body, but who just simply is perfect and beautiful and ever-loving. Stay in this awareness for a moment of time. How Baba's light is shining on you. And how you are connecting through the third eye with Baba. And as you do, your whole self is filled with that pure love and light of the Supreme. You can fully detach yourself from everything around you. You just are in the present, in the moment of now, in the awareness of being loved by God, connected to God, and through whom He shares His light with the world. burdenless, strong and resilient. Your love is fully expressed like a lotus flower with its beautiful, pure petals expressing themselves in their beauty and fragrance, unaffected by the world around, unaffected by the murky water around, and maintaining the purity, the lightness. And as you're there in that beautiful, the being of light, like a lotus flower, the world around me is filled with God's light and love, with peace, with happiness and lightness. Let me be a conduit of God's light and love. And in that strength that I experience, that reassurance that I experience, that resilience with those around me, with whom I have a connection, let them feel God's love and light. And let me be just the humble instrument. Love and light can be shared. Just feel how you feel just now. You feel light. If there is an inner contentedness and peace, you're the beacon of hope for the world that is needed very much at this time. And in that strength and in that love, there's an unshakable faith, like Angat. Everything around may be shaking, may be crumbling, may be filled with fear and worry. But no matter what happens, stay connected with the Supreme. Stay connected with Baba. Feel the light and might and share it with the world. You are under Baba's canopy of protection. And even if storms are raging around you, the wind will be calm where you are. Safety will be there. Your wireless transmitter will be fully activated, and you will know what to do at what time. You will just feel it. You will just follow your inner consciousness that is awakened by God's love. You will just follow it and be unshakable. And when you practice this regularly, no matter what happens, your thoughts, your words, your feelings will be filled with peace, with love, with purity. and God's light will shine through your eyes. All is well, because amidst the darkness there is light shining. And let's not miss that light, because that light is taking us towards the dawn of a time of beauty to come. And in preparation for that, let me transform negative situations into positive. Let me appreciate and have gratitude for the support and help that we receive on our way. And let us share good intentions, powerful feelings, benefits, unity, courage, flexibility, discernment, the ability to love, the ability to cooperate with the world. God's light and love is shining through you. You are the beacons of hope and beacons of love. And this love is the foundation for unshakable, unchangeable faith and power. And on this foundation, victory, which means success, which means reaching your goal, is guaranteed. A new dawn is rising. Let me just see the light rising and the love increasing, and not be perturbed by anything around me. So have a lovely week. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. May you have a good time, and may you share with humility and love. Be creative and express your absolute faith in the Supreme. Om Shanti.